Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Cornbrook Contracting. My name is Thomas, and today I am burning the midnight oils here. We are over in the south of the region here, doing a little bit of work for Mike Ryan, who is, of course, the owner or the owner-operator here at Newlands Farm. We're into a little bit of spring barley, and this is quite a large field actually. The one annoying thing is it's a really long old field. As you can see, we're nearly getting towards the end of it. We're going to keep going into the night so we can get it finished because we all forecast rain tomorrow. So we just don't know how much or when it's going to start. So not going to take that chance. We've got this straw to bale up as well. The headland's been taken off there, and Mike even started to cart some of those bales away. And we're going to just try and get this all finished up quickly. Typically, yeah. So it's me on my own at the moment. Jamie is away elsewhere, trying to get a little bit more work done. I've got a trailer parked at the top. I've got a trailer on the side of the field there, and I got a trailer right down the bottom end. Because I can only, the field's so long, I'm getting about one pass before I'm getting about 2/3 of the tank full. So rather than being stuck and having to empty it, like drive up to each end from the middle, I'm just tipping it, like emptying the grain tank out when I get to the top. So we're going to get this finished. We've probably got a few more passes before we get into the ends, and we'll get that finished up. It's coming through quite nicely. The moisture's creeping back up on me though as we get later into the evening. It was coming in originally around about kind of 15%. I got down to about 13.5 at one point this afternoon. But yeah, right now it's kind of crept back up towards 15, and probably by the time we get finished here, it's going to come in around 16. Fortunately, we're not leading it too far. We're only carting it into the grain store over there. On the farm, so it's going to get probably run through a dryer there before he takes it out. But yeah, we're doing what we can. We're getting through it, and yeah, there's probably about 10 acres left all in, I would say. At a very big push, maybe a bit less than that, maybe about 6 actually. I can't quite see what we've got. But yeah, combine's been singing along. It's not often that you see me in the combine here. It's usually Jamie, but he's taking a day off from it to get a few other bits and pieces done around the. Had a few jobs to do for Gav over at Chestnut, and Hillside always has a few jobs there for Tony. But we'll keep going. Dangerous thing is at the moment there's still a few Hessen bales on the or quadrant bales on the headland, so we need to. I've got to play dodge the quadrants when I get to the headland. The last thing I want to do is jack my auger into or my pickup reel into one of those. But there we go. So we've got our class trailers here, nice big trailers, so we can put an awful lot in, and we're going to get those all filled up. So we'll continue on. Like I say, it is due to rain tomorrow morning, so I'll probably return to you tomorrow. We're going to come up here and just service everything over. The combine's running low on diesel. The Massey's here with the baler on as well. That needs a bit of a service over, and then we've got a few things to shift around. So we'll get everything picked up here, get this all rattled out as quickly as we can, and we'll come back to you in the daylight tomorrow. Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Welcome back. We had a late one last night, I won't lie, and I'm very pleased we did actually, because the weather is turning on us as we kind of drive through here. It's getting darker, it's grey. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning, a little bit after 20 past 8 this morning, and it's damp. The dampness drew in. Actually very late last night. It was very late in the morning when we stopped baling, but the dampness drew in there, and it's looking, yeah, it's a bit overcast now, and the forecast is not all that healthy at all. So we're coming back down to Newlands Farm. We've got the Land Rover with the fuel bowser on the back, and we pulled the combine off the field primarily because not long after I finished speaking to you on the little bit of recording I did last night, Mike, who runs the farm here, started to get the plough out and started to plough up this far side. So what we need to do, we managed to, fortunately this wire is big enough that we can sneak through with our header on, so we parked that up here, and the tractor and baler. It's a bit wet in places, as you can see by just how messy the equipment's got. The 74, 95, the 85 needs a bit of a brush down and a wash off, as does the Dominator. But the main thing is we managed to get the field finished. It's all cleared out, it's all bales for the most part, and they've even started to get it ploughed as well, which is fantastic news. What we're going to do this morning, we're going to get everything serviced up on the Dominator, and we're going to take that back to the yard first. All of the tractors and trailers and the the New Holland is back over there already. That went over back across last night. I took that home. And yeah, so we'll get the combine taken back now whilst the roads were a little bit quieter this morning. And then we'll get lift back and we'll take back the gonna take back the Massey after that. So primarily, first of all, we've got to just jump in and get ourselves all sorted out here. Got a bit of fueling to do for both the vehicles there. Combine was running well. It needs to be cleaned off a little bit. That's probably about all it needs. And a refuel up there, a bit of a grease maybe in places. And yeah, we'll clean off the top of the table as well. Get that all brushed down. Baler, much the same. Got a few balls of string to put into there and some twine in and get everything set up. So we'll have to get ourselves going with that one. And then we're going to take the combine back down the road. So I just need to go and get some keys and then we'll get this all set up. Okay, so the combine's open. What we're going to do, we're probably just going to whip this round, actually, get it a bit closer. I think that'll work out well. We're just a little bit too far away at this stage from the fuel tank there, so I think we'll just spin it around. Perfect stuff, we'll leave that there. It's going to take quite a bit of filling up there. We were very low last night, I think, so we'll just get this all set up and running. Come around the corner, switch on the fuel pump, and then we'll get the Dominator filled up. We are capable of holding quite a fair whack of diesel in here. I think in kind of this bit here is the main tank here, and I think that holds a steady couple of 100 gallons, plenty to keep us going. Keep fuel this up. We're going to take this back down. We don't have any more cereal crops to harvest yet. I think there's a little bit of maize that someone's going to want stripping soon, but that's not quite coming through. So the combine's going to get a little bit of a break. We're going to take it back to the yard. We'll wash it down. And then, yeah, we're in a little bit of a better place then. There's a little bit of groundwork coming in that we need to start to pay some attention to. And we'll look at that one very shortly, I would think. For now, though, that should be good enough there. So we'll stop that. We'll come around the corner here. Shut the lid down, and then, yeah, we'll just back this into the shed for now. I think Jamie's going to come up with me later on just to get this all picked up. In fact, no, we'll just stick it around the corner. We pulled the table trailer into here as well, so we can get the hopefully with enough room that we can get the header off and still get the combine onto the hooked onto it and turned around. That's the aim there. So well, we'll just back this into here and we can get ourselves up and running. But yeah, we should be able to get in there and get that done without any problems. So we'll get this all backed in, and then we'll fire up the combine for the first time today. There we go. They've got Mike got a straw in here quickly. This is not all of it. There's a fair few bales left out in the field there still, but he's got some of it off the ground at least. That's good news. And then we'll go and get everything fired up here. This combine actually flew along yesterday. It really sung. It was fantastic. There you go. Let's see if this is going to start first time on the key. There we are. Perfect. We'll let it just tick over for a few seconds there, get everything up to speed, and then whilst it's doing that, everything's looking good actually. Grain tank's nice and cleaned out the back there. We do need to clean off a lot of the straw on this header, but we'll do that when it's disconnected. And we'll just slowly edge our way back, I think. Oh, the sun's starting to come out as well. Look at that. Beautiful day. Nothing quite like a lovely crisp autumn morning to be in the combine. It seems weird. Very rarely occurs. We don't get to do too much autumn work, but God, I do love it when it happens. Okay. Oh, that's not very straight. Thomas, let's try that again. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Got lowered down there. Just have a look-see outside as well before we go too much further. No, we're not going to bring it back a bit there, actually. Yeah, we'll just kick it. I want to be towards us a little bit of foot there, I'd say. That dog's just wandering around here. I don't know who that dog belongs to. I don't think it's Mike's. Okay, so what we're going to do, that is all off there. I've just decided we're going to get this back to the yard. We'll have a look at it. It's going to get blown down and washed out down there anyway, so we'll get this all set up. I'm going to get Mike to come and give me a hand just to get me reversed around this corner into the pit there. We'll get ourselves all hooked up, so we'll get that done, and then we'll come back to you when we're about ready to go. Rightio then, folks. We are all done. The machine's all ready to roll. I still love the look of this combine when it's all wrapped up, ready to hit the road. Really nice looking machine there, and we're going to get ourselves off and away actually, so I'm going to jump back in. Yeah, it's time for us to take... We're doing this nice and early in the morning, like I say, just so we can try and avoid the inevitable rush hour. This main road here does link a few towns together, so there's quite often a lot of unwanted traffic up there, so... and I mean, the combine, it's not like we're pulling a Lexion down the road, but it's still big enough to be a bit of a nuisance. And I don't really want to have to be dealing with that today, and I'm sure nobody else does really either. And we're just going up the road, so it shouldn't take us too long. I'll get a lift back from Thomas, I think, at some stage, and I'll click the Massey. And we'll see what we're going to be doing for the rest of the day. Right now, though, like I say, we'll get this all serviced up, blown down, cleaned off. I might even give it a wash. If it's not going to be used for a little while, we'll give it a wash just so it's looking good for whichever farm we go to next, really. Because right now, it's not looking the best. But yeah, anyway, I hope you're all doing very well. Thank you ever so much for watching. Really does mean a lot. Glad you're still thoroughly enjoying everything Thomas or Jamie and myself are bringing through to Virtual Farmer and Simulation for the Nation. We always try our best to kind of capture and document our daily grind. Work's been very, very busy of late as well with the arrival of the contract work for Newlands farm here and a little bit more at Chestnut Farm as well. I've done an awful lot of baling. We are contemplating looking into upgrading our baler because it is just a little bit old at the moment. It's put a lot of work in this summer so far. Little over 10,000 bales as it stands, and it's not in its current age. It's not very capable of doing 10,000 bales. So yeah, it's something that we need to consider as possible next investment. Combine wise, it's doing well. Depends upon our acreage next year. If it continues to creep up there, then we will be looking to invest in a new piece of equipment. A new combine would always be a lovely thing to bring in. Otherwise, everything is good. Tractors are working well. Jamie's very happy in the New Holland. I am still loving the Massey because, well, it's a wonderful machine. And yeah, everything's looking good. Dave's busy, very busy at the moment. He's flat out there, so we don't see or hear too much of him, but we're managing. He's been doing a little bit of work for us here and there, but yeah, he's got a lot of his own stuff on at the moment, which is keeping him occupied, let's say. Okay, still got the header trailer there. That's what we like to see. Perfect stuff. And we're going to take this back straight up to the farm. I think we'll come in through the double gates at the end, just to make it a little bit easier, really. Always nice and easy. The trailers are all washed off as well. They're all parked about the way. So yeah, it'd be nice to get this cleaned out a little bit. But yeah, everything else is coming along. Another car in sight or on the road right now, so that's always nice. Always very handy indeed. And straight into the wash bay, I think. Jamie and I are supposed to be going to meet with a contractor soon about this building another extension onto this barn here. It's something we've wanted to do for a while now, just to be able to give us half a chance of increasing our storage. So it would be kind of just to the left of where the New Hollands Park. But that's something we're going to have to look into and see. We're going to get a quote and an estimate from a couple of contractors, see what they can do for us. For now though, we're going to get this all washed down and we'll get this kind of put away under cover for now. Alright then folks, it is turning into another glorious day actually. We haven't had that rain we were promised. But never mind, I'm not going to complain about that too much just yet. My phone's been ringing once again, so we're going to be flipping straight back around. We've got a little bit of land to go and work down, so we're going to just dump off the baler, and we're actually going to bring on this chisel plow, and we're going to go and have a little bit of a play in some what I imagine is going to be pretty heavy clay fields actually, so that'll be interesting to see how we get on. For now, the combine's in the shed out the way. This shed's going to have to be reorganized properly. As soon as we know that we don't need to bring any of these bits of kit back out again, then we'll get ourselves in to have a proper look at it all and get it all tidied up a little bit. But for now, yeah, we just can't be sure of that, so we're gonna just we'll just take it off and leave it there. We have to shunt a few things around anyway, but not to worry, we can get around to that and do that any time. So this has been a bit of an odd episode, or odd vlog for myself here. Bit of all sorts really, but yeah, we got a lot of the combine work done last night. Very pleased with the effort we made there to get through all of that. So today I'm probably just gonna fold this out actually and have a look and make sure all the points are looking good. We did go through some particularly heavy compacted land recently, so I'm thinking that we might have to get into here and just see if any of the points need knocking off a little bit. Take them off, and we have brand new ones that we can just jump on, and sharpens everything up. So we'll have a look at that before we get going. Massey's looking glorious, absolutely splendid. But yeah, everything points are actually looking not too bad. I wonder if Dave already got these replaced. There were a few worn ones, but these ones look okay. Plenty of metal on the front here. You can kind of see. You can kind of see there's three bolts on each of the legs, and we take off the bottom one there, and that allows us to slide off the V leg and put a new one on. And that's the wearing metal really. That's how it all wears down. And that's designed to wear that bit away and nothing else. But yeah, so it's all looking good. And we can probably get ourselves away and get going. So we will leave it here though. Thank you ever so much for watching as always. I do hope you have enjoyed. If you have, like always, please do remember to smash that like button and subscribe to Simulation for the Nation for my content and Virtual Farmer for Jamie's content. And we will do everything we can to continue to pass on our video memory cards to those guys, and they can get these videos up as much as they want to. So for now though, we will leave it here. I'm going to go and make a quick phone call, and then we'll get ourselves up and running. So we will see you in the next one, where I promise it'll be a little bit longer with a bit more interesting things going on. So until then, do stay safe, have a great rest of your Sunday, and we shall see you later.